Imagine you have to go to a friend's house that lives at a distance of say 30 minutes. You start driving, but then at one point you stop to look at the scenery. Then you start again, but after a few minutes stop to have a cup of tea at a restaurant. You start again, but now you think let's stop at the next petrol pump to fuel the car. You start moving one more time, but then stop to think about something, then stop to phone somebody, and on and on and on. This sounds crazy, isn't it? You won't be reaching your friend's place anytime soon, and maybe by the time you reach it will be already end of the day. While we can understand how inefficient and crazy this idea sounds, but the truth is we do the same with our attention all the time when we are trying to accomplish something. But while it's easy to see how crazy it is to start and stop again and again while driving, but we don't realize the unbelievable cost we end up paying and loss of our attention when we keep stopping in doing important work because of thoughts, phone calls, social media notifications, news, unplanned meetings, and non-stop entertainment of 24/7 satellite television and whatnot. So if some work would have ideally taken half an hour, it takes us 3 hours, maybe more, and there is a good chance that quality of work will not be great. Worse is we feel bad from inside and most of the time are not sure why we feel so exhausted. This is true if you're a student studying for an exam or you work and have to prepare and produce things that require concentration. Studies show it takes us an average of 29 minutes to resume a task with the same concentration after we have interrupted our own work. We can't afford too many interruptions if we want to do our best work. And now think how many interruptions you have in a typical day. When we invest our limited attention intelligently and deliberately, we focus more deeply, think more clearly, and get best results. This is not just essential skill, but a superpower in today's distraction-filled world, especially when you are in competition with a lot of smart and hardworking people. Hi booktookers, welcome back to your channel Booktook, where I introduce you to the finest books and transformational ideas from world-class thinkers, experts and achievers. In one short video, you get to learn what others may take months, years or even a lifetime. Today I'm sharing the lessons from this amazing book Hyperfocus. This book is written by Chris Bailey, who is a productivity expert and the international best-selling author of Productivity Project. It's not self-help but a science-help book, as its insights are entirely based on productivity research. Before we deep dive into the science of productivity, if you're new to this channel and haven't subscribed yet, do subscribe and do invite your friends to join the Booktookers community to learn from the latest and greatest books of the world. Today we are deep diving into the science of productivity. Have you wondered why your mind distracts? To understand, here is a model which explains different kinds of distractions we face in a typical day. But first, what is distraction? When do you say you are distracted? It's when we are doing something which takes us away from our actions which we need to do to reach our goals. We are doing some other actions. These actions may be fun or not, but the point is we essentially are wasting our time. To be able to master this zone, we need to understand the nature of distraction. Here, Chris divides the distraction into 4 types to help us master them on the basis of control or what we can't control directly, and on the basis of fun. It seems fun or it seems annoying. So this gives us a typical 2x2 matrix like this, and here are the examples of all of them. Distractions you can control and are annoying: email, phone alerts, meetings. Distractions you can control and are fun: social media, news, WhatsApp. Distractions you can't control and are annoying: office visitors, loud colleagues, meetings, etc. Distractions you can't control and are fun: team lunches, calls from your loved ones, gossip. Let's first discuss the distractions you can't control but which are fun. An honest suggestion is we should not feel guilty about it and try to enjoy it as soon as an opportunity arises. These instances add color to our lives and make simple moments memorable. Let's look at the second category of distractions which you can't control and are annoying, like someone who's distracted by office. We have open offices nowadays, and if you are like me, you hate all the noise and constant interruptions, and it may be difficult to get everyone around you to be silent. However, what you can control is come a little early, say an hour early when there is nobody, and focus to finish your most important work which requires your best attention, so that later you can still manage tasks which you can do even with a lot of noise. I personally use this tactic all the time, and by the time everyone was in office, I used to feel quite good about it, and it helped me to have a great start to a day. You can also block a meeting room during the day, pretending that you have a meeting with yourself and spend an hour finishing something critical, or maybe stay a little late. Idea is to get some quiet time for tasks which require high degree of concentration and in which you will have to think for some time. Another super tactic to get back to focus is to have an expectation with what kind of day you want to have, what you want to accomplish. This intention acts as a north star, and whenever you are distracted by anything, reminding yourself about your intention makes you quickly refocus on the task at hand. This is simple but most powerful thing that you can do to increase your productivity instantly. While it doesn't stop distractions from happening which are beyond your control, what it does is gives you a control on how you will react to them and helps you to recover quickly without guilt whenever you find yourself distracted. While these were things where we have limited control, fortunately most of our distractions fall in the category which we can control with some simple habits and rules. Coming to the third category of distractions, annoying things we can control, like checking email and messages. Do you check your email or messages every 5 minutes? Don't do it. It wastes a lot of energy. You already know how much time does it take to get our complete flow of attention back. So checking your messages and emails is like shooting yourself in the foot and then wondering what's slowing you down. A super strategy is to have a specific time zones, like 3 times a day, when you can check your email in batches. You can do this more times, but the point is don't do it every 5 minutes, as then your mind will never be able to recover fully for you to get quality concentration on important things. And finally, the most lethal of all distractions which takes us away from goals but are fun. Things like checking your Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp every time phone buzzes is a surefire way to have a very ordinary day in terms of achieving anything in terms of good work. Your smartphone is the most powerful distracting computer ever built. Do just 2 simple things and your productivity will go up by 100% in no time. Number 1, disable all notifications on your phone for all the social media alerts. Again, you can check all the social media alerts whenever you decide. You can do this at fixed time intervals. You will not miss anything important, trust me. While it's not easy to convince yourself to deprive yourself of this fun activity, but remind yourself of your primary objective for the day. You need to serve that, and everything else should be adjusted around that, not the other way around. Number 2, whenever you sit for any study or deep work, keep your phone away from your eyes, maybe in a drawer or not in the range of your hand, or maybe in another room altogether. There's a lot of research pointing towards how just presence of mobile phones, your visibility range impacts your attention span. So maintaining some distance with your phone every once in a while will benefit a ton in boosting your productivity. Knowing the nature of distractions and taking appropriate action with simple rules will make you hyper focused and help you to raise the quality of your work. Hope you found this useful, and as with any idea, they work best when applied. So do apply and see how it works for you. Do share in the comments if you want book summary and tactics from any particular topic or a book. See you in the next video where we will continue this quest to learn from the best. Till then, have fun and be limitless.